Day. We're going to go ahead and get started. So go ahead and slide to the back of your chair, be comfortable. We'll get centered and then we'll start moving around a bit. So relaxing, you can just rest your hands in your lap. And let's take some breaths together. And I want you to take full, deep breaths. Allow that breath to be bigger than your normal breath. And that's not just with the inhale. Allow the exhale to feel a bit more complete than you might normally reach. Get rid of some of that air in the lungs. Big breaths in and big breaths out. Noticing your mind. Mind is it's very want to reach in other directions. It wants to be distracted. Sometimes it wants to think about to-do lists, wants to plan. The holidays are coming up. It wants to plan for that. Any breaks you have coming up, it wants to plan for that. Don't worry about those plans right now. Let them just dissolve for the moment. So that you can be here right now in this moment with this practice, with your body, with your breath, with any needs that you might have in this moment, that mindfulness. Let yourself be present, be here now. Be here now. All right, and then taking a deeper, fuller breath. Bringing yourself on back, welcome back. And we'll start by sliding to the front of our seats so we can sit up nice and tall. Have your knees hip width apart, heel stacking underneath so you have a nice and stable base. And I have a new exercise for you today. And I know it's new because I invented it today. As I'm coming up with these sequences, it's fun to get creative about it. So I call this asterisk arms. So like the asterisk is 3 lines crisscrossing, or it's like a star. And we're going to move the arms in those directions. So technically it's 6 directions, but there are 3 lines crossing. Anyway, to get started, I'm going to have you just take your arms forward, fingertips pointing forward. Take a deep breath in here. With your exhale, bend your elbows and take them out to the side. You're going to feel the shoulder blades working together at your back. Good. Then inhale, reach forward. And then at a downward diagonal, you're going to cut the elbows down about 45 degrees. And again, bring the shoulder blades together at the back. Then inhale, reach the arms forward. And then we're going to go upwards at a 45-degree angle, angling the elbows up. This might be a bit harder. Hands coming in toward the chest. Good, let's do that again. Inhale, arms forward. Exhale, just straight out to the side. Inhale, forward. Exhale, diagonal down. Shoulder blades together. Good, reach forward, inhale. Out to the side. Inhale, reach forward. Then exhale, up. Forward, out to the side. Inhale, forward. Exhale, downward. Cutting back. Forward. Just straight out to the side. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, upwards. Let's just keep going. Go at your own pace, all right? Every time you move the arms back, you're exhaling. And every time you reach forward, you're inhaling. And this movement's really happening, of course, in the arms. We can definitely feel the arms moving, but you really want to feel the shoulder blades moving around a bunch. You might start to feel some fatigue in the arms and shoulders. That's good. Let's do a couple more rounds, okay? Getting these shoulders nice and warmed up today, getting out of any stuck patterns of holding. Good. So the next time you cut your elbows upward, we're going to go ahead and stay. Cutting the elbows upwards and keep lifting the elbows as high as you can. Work the shoulder blades together and let's breathe. This is probably like the least habitual of the three movements we've done. So we're going to stay here just a little bit longer. Again, think about lifting the elbows, take the shoulders back, shoulder blades together. Stay for 3, 2, and 1. Reach forward and relax the arms on down. Wow, feel that sensation in the shoulders, the chest. Lots of movement for the upper body. You might feel a bit more awake, even though the shoulders might feel a bit fatigued. There's even some movement up toward the tops of the shoulders and into the neck that was starting to move around there. And to continue to help that kind of move the tension out, we're gonna do some shoulder rolls. And so just relax your arms down by your side. You can keep facing forward. And you're gonna shrug your shoulders up towards your ears. And then you're gonna take the shoulders forward, shrug them forward, and then shrug them downward, away from the ears. And then take the shoulders back, shoulder blades working together. Then inhale, roll up, forward, down, and back. Up, forward, down, and back. Keep going. Up, forward, down, and back. And not only are we going to continue moving, we want to make sure that we're breathing here. Up, forward, down, and back. And then start to make it more of a fluid circle. Big circles with the shoulders. And you might start to feel some tension, little points of awareness, we'll call them, rising to the surface, in and around the shoulders and neck. Those are knots. Kind of like you have a knot in your shoulder, like when you get a massage. It's like that. And if we keep moving, we start to massage those knots away. So keep going. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Breathing, breathing, breathing. 3, 2, and 1. Just relax your shoulders now. Feel sensation as you come to stillness. You might feel warmth. There's a chance that your arms might be tingling. That might be because of increased circulation, starting to move out some of that tension. And then we did the forward roll of the shoulder. Trying to think of what the direction that goes. The forward roll, and we got to go back is the point I'm trying to make. So go ahead and shrug your shoulders up towards your ears now, and then take them backwards. Shrug the shoulder blades together, then bring them down, then forward, up, back, forward, or down and forward, up, back, down, forward. Keep going, up, back, down, and forward. Keep breathing, big breaths here. Good. Again, you can make this more of a fluid circle if you'd like to. Rolling up, back, down, and forward. Now this is working some different muscles. So you might feel new tension or rise to the surface as you do this. Brand new tension. And if we keep moving, we start again to move that tension out of the shoulders, out of the neck. Keep breathing, keep on moving. Just a few more rounds, rolling back. 3, 2, and 1. Relax your shoulders down. Just feel sensation. Again, that might be warmth. Noticing what's there. And just in the few exercises we've done so far, you probably feel quite a bit happening in your upper body, maybe more than normal. Good. And then we're going to do a bit more for the shoulders. This is a shoulders class, by the way. I'm sure you picked up on that so far. So for this one, you're going to bring the tops of your hands, or your palms of your hands, I should say, on top of your shoulders, the forefingers in front and the thumbs behind you. Good. And with your inhale, you're going to roll the elbows up and back, turning the heart toward the ceiling. And with your exhale, you're going to roll the shoulders down, elbows together in front of you, looking down. Again, this is your exhale. Inhale, open the elbows and heart back up. And then exhale, round forward, look down. Keep going. Inhale, opening, and exhale, rounding. And if you look at my spine here, I'm not really moving the lower part of my spine. Most of the movement, if not all of it, is happening from the tips of the shoulder blades and up. Lower back stays steady here. Inhale, opening the heart. Exhale, rounding. Another great thing about the work we're doing with this upper body, the shoulders in particular, is that we're creating some openness around the chest and upper back, which helps you to breathe bigger. The capacity of your breath can increase, making your breathing much more efficient. Inhale, opening up. Exhale, rounding forward. We're going to do a few more, all right? These big spinal flexes. Inhale, open. And then exhale, neutral spine. Allow the hands to relax down to your lap. Feeling that. Again, it might feel like warmth. You might start to feel a bit more awake. Maybe your heart rate has increased just a bit. Good. All right, we're gonna do a bit more. A bit more with the same positioning of the last exercise though. So sitting tall, still on the edge of your chair, you're gonna bring the hands on top of your shoulders, four fingers in front, thumbs behind you. And with your inhale, you're gonna twist to the right. Inhale right. And then exhale, twist all the way to the left. Then inhale to the right again. Then exhale all the way to the left. Inhale right, exhale left. Inhale right, exhale left. And just keep going, in right and out left. In right, out left. And you can keep this going at a steady pace. There's no need to pick up the pace. But if you do want to, you can. Just try to keep the upper arms parallel to the floor the entire time. If you start to notice your elbows like kind of coming down, they start to lag, just bring them back up. Inhale right, exhale left. We're gonna go for a little bit longer. It's helping to get that entire spine nice and warmed up, not just the upper back and neck, but also, down into the mid back and even down into your lower back. In right, out left, in right, out left. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, unwind to center. Whew, take a moment, get your equilibrium back if you start to feel a little bit woozy. You can close the eyes or have them open, but take deep, deep breaths here. Then bring yourself on back. Now, believe it or not, there's still tension in the shoulders for to work out. And this is another practice that I kind of just developed this morning, if you will. And it's something that we do normally. It's this arm stretch here, but we're going to add a little bit of a lean to it. So before we get into that, I'm going to have you take your feet a bit wider apart. Your knees are just a hair wider than your shoulders, and your heels stacking underneath the knees so that you can lean from side to side and ideally not fall over. Ideally. So go ahead and lift your left arm into the air and then drop the hand behind your head. And then reach up with your right hand, grab the left elbow and traction it toward the center line of your body. Okay, good. Now, with this left hand behind you, you're going to bring that hand toward your spine and then lift the heart as much as you can. And at this point, start breathing if you have not already. Good. Now, you're completely welcome just to stay here. You don't have to go any further. But if you feel like you want to get a bit more length on that left side, here's where you'll lean to the right. And that's why we have the feet a bit wider apart so we don't fall over. But you'll feel your left hip ground, and you'll just lean to the right a bit, feeling the left side of the chest or rib cage open. If that's too intense, don't do it. Good. One more breath here. Now, if you are leaning to the side, sit back up first. And then release that left arm slowly, feeling that unwind, feeling the release that comes from the shoulder. As you do that, you'll feel the circulation rushing back into the hand and the arm. And it might feel like your left shoulder is a little bit either more relaxed or even just a little bit lower than your right shoulder. That may or may not be the case. And now we get to practice that on the other side. And it'll be a different experience, so do what feels good to you. So go ahead and lift your right arm into the air. Good, and then drop the right hand behind your head. Reach up with the left hand, traction that arm toward the center line again. And then again, the hand behind you comes toward your spine and lift the chest. And again, for this version today, we're going to keep the feet a bit wider apart. Good, now breathing here. Feeling that stretch in the shoulder. Now, if your right hand is your dominant hand, you might find that this is a bit more, more. There might be more sensation on this side than the other side. And again, you have the option just to stay here if you want to. You don't have to go any further. But if you feel like you want to get a bit more length on the right side of your body, go ahead and lean to the left. And again, this is why we have the feet wide so we don't fall over. Now, as you lean to the left, if you're leaning to the left, feel your right hip bone ground back down to your chair. Breathe, especially if there's discomfort. Breathe. One more breath here. Now, if you are leaning, go ahead and sit up. And then we'll all carefully release that right arm. Again, do so slowly, slowly. Feeling the release in that shoulder, that arm, that hand. Whew. We're going to have such loose shoulders today. It's great. All right. So the next posture we'll do is just a forward fold. So keep the feet and knees apart. Your hands can just stay on top of the knees. Sit up tall, inhale. Then exhale, hinge at your hips. And just go ahead and allow your chest to start to sink between your thighs. You can release the neck at the bottom, meaning just relax the head, chin to throat. Just take a few breaths. Go ahead and then inhale, come all the way back up. Allowing that blood to settle. Good. We just have a couple more postures to do before our meditation. So keep the knees and feet a little bit wider than your shoulders. I'm going to turn to the side a bit, but you can keep facing forward. Good. And then sweep the arms overhead. And then keep the arms up by the ears. I want you to think about hinging from your hips. And then go ahead and fold about halfway forward, chest parallel to the floor. And then inhale with a strong back, come all the way back up. Good. Now, if it's too much to have the hands in the air, you could have your hands on your hips. Again, going halfway forward. And then inhale all the way back up. So again, hands on the hips or arms overhead. Exhale, fold halfway down. Inhale, come all the way up. Nice strengthening posture exercise for your back. Exhale, inhale. Let's do two more. Why not? Inhale up. And then for this last round, we're going to hold at the halfway point. You're welcome to move the arms. Exhale, come halfway down and stay. Either arms extending forward or hands on hips. 3 and 2 and 1. Inhale all the way up. And release the arms. Feeling sensation here. Good, good. All right, one more posture. Go ahead and bring the feet together or closer together, knees hip width apart. Good. Sit up tall, inhale. And with your exhale, just drape your body down over your thighs, arms hanging to the floor, chin dropping toward your throat, back of the neck lengthening. Good. And as you breathe here, folding forward, you'll feel your front body pressing into your thighs. And you'll feel your back body moving as you take these deep breaths. You can also imagine as you're resting here that any tension remaining in the shoulders and neck and head is just flowing or melting off onto the floor in front of you. One more breath. And with your next inhale, roll yourself all the way up. Wonderful. Great. All right, go ahead and slide to the back of your chair. Make yourself comfortable for just a few minutes of meditation today. Feet flat on the floor and relax. Now, as you close your eyes, what may be true for you is that you are just immediately aware of sensation in your body from today's practice. So just be aware of that. Where do you feel sensation? Is it your back? Where in your back? Is it your shoulders and neck? Is it your arms? Your chest? Somewhere completely else? aware of your body, aware of your breath in your body, that gentle expansion, that gentle contraction. And we're not forcing the breath here, we're just aware of the breath naturally flowing in and out. Good. So, keeping the breath and body relaxing, I want you to answer the question inside of your body and mind: where would I be if I could be anywhere in this moment? Where would I be if I could be anywhere in this moment? Don't worry about logistics or circumstance. It could be in the past, it could be an imagined future, or it could be the present moment but somewhere else. Where would you be if you could be anywhere in this moment? Picture it in your mind. Where would that be? And then when you have that scene in your mind, put yourself as you are right now into that scene. You're there right now, and not with a sense of longing or grasping desire, but as if you were actually there. There's no missing, only presence. And how do you feel being there? How do you feel in your body in that scene? How do you feel in your mind? What's the state of your nervous system? And allow yourself to actually feel those feelings, a sense of presence in that space, a sense of presence in that place. And even though you're not physically there right now, you can still feel all of the good feels as if you were there in this moment. Again, without longing, without grasping, but just pure presence. As we head into the holidays, some of us can't be where we would like to be, ideally. But know that you can still find harmony internally. It's not the same, obviously, as being where you want to be, but you can still find peace. You can still find peace. So, keeping those feelings with you, feel your breath moving in your body. And when you're ready, take a deeper, fuller breath. Bring your palms together. Go ahead and rub them together. Taking the heated palms over your eyes, gently brushing over the top of your head, down the neck, bringing yourself back to your space. Thank you all so much for sharing in this practice today. I hope that you got something out of it, and I hope you have a great holiday. I look forward to seeing you in the new year. Thank you.
Yep, Jerry.